What if I told you there's a test that takes just 10 seconds, but what it reveals could literally change the entire course of your life? Well, there is. Let's get right into it.
So, I want you to try this with me right now, if you can. Can you stand on one leg, totally unsupported, for a full 10 seconds? Because how you answer that question, how you do on this simple little test, is one of the most powerful predictors scientists have for how long you're going to live. So how'd you do? If you couldn't quite hold that pose, a massive study of over 1,700 adults found a number that should really make you pause: 84%. Yeah, you heard that right. Researchers followed folks for 7 years and found that the people who failed this test, they had an 84% higher risk of dying. And get this, not just from a fall, but from any cause at all. It's kind of wild, but this makes it one of the most powerful predictors of longevity we've ever found. Okay, now before you start to panic, this is the part that most people miss. Failing this test does not mean you're doomed. Not even close. Your body has this remarkable ability to adapt and improve. Think of this as a wake-up call, and today we're going to answer that call.
So, to get better, we have to know what we're working with, right? It really all comes down to these 3 pillars. You've got your vestibular system in your inner ear, your body's own GPS called proprioception, and of course, the raw power in your legs. When you train all 3 of these together, something amazing happens. We're going to do it with 3 super simple exercises, counting down from number 3 to the absolute game changer.
All right, let's kick things off with exercise number 3, the heel-to-toe walk. This isn't about standing perfectly still. It's about training your balance for when you're actually moving around. And this is so important because studies actually show that your dynamic balance, that's your balance while walking, is a way better predictor of falls than just standing still. I mean, think about it. Real life is all about movement, and this exercise gets you ready for the real world. So here's how you do it. Just find a clear path, maybe in a hallway, and stand near a wall just in case. Place your heel so it's touching the toes of your other foot. Now, here's the real key. You have to look straight ahead. I know you're going to want to look down at your feet, but that's like a cheat code. Looking ahead forces your brain and your body to do the real work and get stronger. Try to do about 20 steps a couple of times a day. Coming in at number 2, we have the chair squat. Now, this one is huge because it tackles the hidden reason so many people failed that 10-second test. It's just plain old leg weakness. And the stakes here are really high. One major study found that older adults with weak legs were more than twice as likely to lose their independence. So a lot of the time, it's not that your balance system is broken, it's that your standing leg simply isn't strong enough to hold you up for 10 seconds. So let's build up that strength. Sit on the edge of a good sturdy chair. Cross your arms over your chest, no using your hands to cheat. Now push through your heels to stand all the way up. But here's the secret sauce. Control it on the way down. Don't just plop back into the chair. Resisting gravity on the way down is where you build the most useful real-world strength. And you might be asking, does this really work? Oh yeah, a study at Tufts University found that adults with an average age of 82 increased their leg strength by an incredible 41% in just 12 weeks of doing these. 41%. That is absolutely life-changing. And now we've made it to the number 1 most important exercise. This is the one that directly teaches your brain the skill of balance. But the real secret to its power is all in how you practice it. This, my friends, is the balance blueprint. Just let this number sink in for a second. A Harvard study took adults who were failing the balance test and had them do this one specific exercise. The result? A 43% improvement. That was 3 times better than a group just doing general exercise. So what does that tell you? It's simple, right? To get better at standing on one leg, you have to practice standing on one leg. But here is the absolute key, and where most people get it wrong. They'll just hold on to a counter forever. Their body gets a little better, and then nothing. It plateaus. The method that actually works is all about progressive challenge. You've got to keep giving your nervous system a new, slightly harder problem to solve. That's what forces it to wake up and build new, stronger connections. And this is the exact method they used to get those incredible results. You start easy, with 2 hands on a counter. Then you get a little braver and go to 1 hand. Then just your fingertips. Once you can do it with no hands, you start adding new challenges. Move your head up and down, then side to side. And then for the final boss level, try closing your eyes, even for just a second. That forces your body to rely completely on its own internal sense of balance. So you might be wondering, okay, how long do I have to do this for? And the answer is actually really cool. It's not about how long you do it, it's about how often. A huge analysis of 23 different studies found that practicing in short, frequent bursts is way more effective than doing one long session. So doing 3 2-minute sessions a day is actually better than one 6-minute session. Why? Because every time you practice, you're firing up those brain pathways. So don't think of it as a workout you have to schedule. Just fit it into your day. Stand on one leg while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, or while you're brushing your teeth. Those little moments, they really add up. And here is why every single second you gain matters so much. The researchers found that for every extra second you can hold that one-legged stance, you reduce your risk of mortality by about 6%. Think about that. Going from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, that could cut your risk by 30%. That is some serious power.
Okay, so let's zoom out and put all the pieces together, because this isn't just a random list of exercises. It's a complete system designed to make you more stable.
Think about how they all work together. The chair squats build your foundation, your power base. The heel-to-toe walks teach you how to use that strength when you're moving around in the real world. And the single leg stance, that's what fine-tunes the skill right inside your brain. Each one makes the others even more effective.
And please, remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Start exactly where you are today. If you can only hold it for 3 seconds, that's your starting line. If you need to hold the counter, use the counter. The progress will come, and I promise it'll probably come a lot faster than you think. Always keep this number in the back of your mind, a 43% improvement. That's what the science shows is possible with consistent, smart practice. That level of change is absolutely on the table for you. So that 10-second test we started with, it's not a final judgment. It's not a grade. It's just a wake-up call. It's an invitation, really, to get stronger, more stable, and more confident. The only question left is, where are you going to begin?